Hi gang, John again from Rock County Jet Ski, Watcon.com. Welcome to Watercraft Talk. Today, once again, we're going to do another walk around video for you vintage guys. We have a 550 SX in the shop here, again a good customer from Michigan, and I thought we'll just kind of walk around and talk about it a little bit. It's just kind of a basic build, nothing special, but the ski has been in the background for some other pictures and other videos, and I keep hearing again from you guys, and thank you very much. You keep reaching out, and everybody's like, what's with that 550 SX? What's the Lightning Bolt 550 SX? I just love that you guys love these old skis. So let's go look at a Lightning Bolt 550 SX we built. This was really very much just I'm going to call it a mechanical restoration. This was a stock, it's still very stock ski, customer brought in, originally just wanted me to get it tuned up and running, and upon hearing it and running it, the crank was just loud as can be, and of course it wouldn't do a leak down test, as none of them do, and upon opening it up, the whole engine's full of rust and just standard clapped out, worn out stuff. So he wanted us to go through it, so we rebuilt the engine. It's got a new crankshaft, new pistons, rings, pins, bearings, all gaskets, all seals, new drive line bearing. It's got a new we did bearings in the pump. It's got a new Scat Track impeller. So mechanical wise, we've gone through everything, and then upon disassembly we noticed that the nose actually was cracked and broken, and we did a little video on that too, showing our handle pole mount brace. So if you didn't see that, make sure you look up that and check out our video on that. We added, I took the old mats were just horrible, so I turfed it. The top pad, I just turfed that. We did put our steering plate on. It's got our short 550 steer plate on it with slippery handlebars. We put the Pro Watercraft rear sponsons on it. It has a Jet Sport ride plate, which is just a copy of the Ocean Pro Ocean plate, and I believe it's an R&D top loader scoop grate that was on it that I left on it. So I had it to the water the other day. Again, we're April 2023, and we've got 80-degree weather, and I took advantage and I took a bunch of skis that we built over the winter to the water the last few days, and I've been testing and dialing and tuning things in. I got a little time on this, some break-in time, and tune the carb and just whatever. But it's a good solid ski. I was really surprised how well it handles. Love the rear sponsons, the fins on the back were just excellent. We had 3 to 4 foot swells in the lake that I was riding at the other day. So nothing fancy, nothing pretty here. We didn't do anything. It was all mechanical, and we just got so expensive. Yeah, I ran a half tank of gas through it. It was full. So it got so expensive, it just needed everything. The pipe had been overheated, so much to the fact that the paint had actually melted off from it. I couldn't get the pipe apart. We were able to get this back elbow off, but we couldn't separate the bread box from the pipe body or the manifold section, and ended up breaking it trying to beat it off. And I just didn't want to leave it, as I wanted to make sure we had no blockage or anything going on inside of there. You just don't know, and the pipe had been so hot at one time, like I say, it melted the paint. So we had to put a different pipe on it. I had to replace the long hose on this side from the water box back was all melted internally. The water box, I replaced that. It had one in it that was cracked, and somebody fiberglassed it at one point. There was somebody's had their fingers all over this thing. There was a lot of standard hardware for whatever reason in it, nuts and bolts. Nothing was stainless. The engine mount bolts, the electrical box mount bolts, a lot of the external bolts were all just standard plain steel and rusty and crusty, so we replaced all of that. I think that's it. We rebuilt the carburetor and the fuel pump, went through that. Again, crank, pistons, rings, gaskets, seals, and it starts and runs like a dream. I put a bilge pump in it for our customer, I guess, too. I forget that. We got a bilge pump mounted down in there. But everything else is just stock. It was just a good, now it's just a good, solid, reliable ski, and that's what he wants for him and his son to ride. We've got, and again, just I know we touched on this, but that's our handle pole mount brace. If you guys don't have that and you're riding aggressively, you need those. Your handle pole can, or your nose can and will break. So there's that. So and again, I will step back and let Chris do a little bit of a walk around. I hope you like what you saw. Be sure you watch to the end. I've got some pictures that we took during this build, and we'll put a slideshow on for you guys just to kind of show some during the build things. So that's it for today. Please be sure you like, tag, share, and follow. Tell all your friends. We sure appreciate hearing from you guys. Keep reaching out. And like I always say, if you guys you're liking what we do, we'll continue doing this. Please be nice to each other. And next time, we'll see you out on the water.